In a galaxy where communication spans star systems in seconds, holograms have become one of the most iconic technologies in the Star Wars universe. From battlefield orders to desperate pleas, they offer a window into distant places and people. But how do these glowing blue projections actually work? And more importantly, how can they be shut down? Welcome to Star Wars Academy. Today we're going to take a look into the science and lore behind holographic communication, how it's jammed, intercepted, and disrupted across the galaxy. A hologram in Star Wars is a fully three-dimensional light-based image that can display a person, object, or map in full scale or reduced into a compact size for convenience. These aren't simple videos, they're real-time dynamic simulations. When someone sends a hologram, they're transmitting both an image and a presence. Holograms are commonly used for communication, both live and recorded. The Jedi frequently use them in council meetings or during military campaigns. Holograms can be emitted from stationary devices like the Senate's massive holoconsoles or portable units like small projectors on an astromech droid or handheld communication devices. They can also be stored in holocrons, ancient Jedi or Sith devices used to record teachings, secrets, or warnings. In these cases, holograms become something closer to digital spirits, interactive, responsive, and often encrypted. Often, the holograms present in holocrons were the manifestations of the holocron's owner, left over to teach their secrets to whomever opened the holocron to begin with. While all of this may seem like magic, it's grounded in a galactic standard, converting light, sound, and motion into encoded signals that can be transmitted across vast distances. Those signals are then interpreted by a receiver and rendered into 3D space using focused light fields and sound wave emitters. What's important to note is that the quality and sophistication of a hologram is directly tied to the technology involved. Military and Jedi transmissions are often highly detailed, while civilian messages may appear blurrier and are prone to distortion. Different planets may also have different hologram technologies depending on the technology available to the native sentient species. Umbara, for example, has a unique cubic rendition of hologram technology which appears to be more physical than light dependent. The galactic economy also plays a role. Worlds with better infrastructure like Coruscant or Corellia benefit from high-quality holonet relays and robust encryption protocols, whereas Outer Rim planets may struggle with signal degradation. The cultural ubiquity of holograms cannot be overstated. In Star Wars, they represent trust, legacy, and urgency. When someone appears in a hologram, it's often for a reason that transcends normal communication. It's different than just an audio signal getting patched through a machine. So how exactly did these projections function? The process begins with a holotransceiver, a device that captures the sender's audio, video, and spatial data. Think of it like a 3D scanner and microphone combined. Holotransceivers analyze physical presence in real time, using high-resolution sensors, which map the body's contours, clothing, motion, and even facial microexpressions. Once the data is captured, it's compressed and encoded into subspace frequencies. This is where the magic, or rather the technology of Star Wars shines. Unlike conventional radio waves or lightspeed communication, subspace transmission allows for information to travel faster than light, bypassing relativity and enabling real-time communication across entire star systems. Subspace packets are routed either directly or through the holonet depending on distance and security requirements. The encoded data is beamed through the holonet or point-to-point channels and then received by holoprojectors, which decode and render it into 3D space using photonic emitters. These emitters generate volumetric light fields, meaning that the image has width, depth, and height. These emitters then project it using polarized light shaped by miniature repulsor lift fields. This makes the image visible from multiple angles, giving it the illusion of mass. Sound is transmitted on a separate but synchronized subchannel, often directed through directional acoustic emitters built into the projector. That's why holograms in Star Wars sound like they're speaking from within the space rather than just through a speaker. The technology used in the receiver determines how realistic the hologram appears. A high-end projector, such as those found in the Jedi Temple or war rooms, will offer greater clarity and stability. Cheaper or older units may struggle to interpret high-density data, resulting in glitching or partial rendering. You'll also notice that holograms are often blue with scan lines. And it's not just an aesthetic. It's a byproduct of the encoding method used to make the signal efficient and universally compatible with different types of projectors across the galaxy. This monochrome palette allows for quick rendering and minimal bandwidth usage, which is crucial during military operations or in regions with spotty HoloNet access. Some high-end systems like those used in the Jedi Temple or Imperial Palace use specialized holocrystal arrays and hyperwave encoders for greater fidelity. Others, like battlefield-grade projectors, sacrifice clarity for durability and portability. And in more secure transmissions, data may be wrapped in encryption layers, especially in military or Sith communication. Without the proper decoder key, the signal may appear garbled or not project at all. In some cases, these messages are also programmed to self-delete after viewing, adding another layer of security. Advanced holotechnology can also incorporate interactive elements. For instance, Jedi holocrons often use voice recognition systems and force-activated protocols, allowing the hologram to respond dynamically to user input. Sith holocrons, on the other hand, may include psychological manipulation algorithms embedded within their holograms, designed to tempt or even deceive. Of course, none of this would actually be possible without the HoloNet. The HoloNet is a galactic communications superhighway, an expansive hyperspace-based network of transceivers, relay stations, and communication hubs stretching from the core worlds to the Outer Rim. Originally developed by the Galactic Republic and maintained for centuries, the HoloNet allows messages, live feeds, and data transfers to move instantaneously across thousands of light years. It's powered by hyperwave transceivers, devices that send and receive information through hyperspace, bypassing normal physics to enable faster-than-light communication. The system is centralized enough to ensure coordination, especially in wartime, but decentralized enough that most regions have at least some relay access. That said, not all systems are equal. Outer Rim territories, unaligned worlds, or conflict zones often suffer from limited or degraded HoloNet coverage. HoloNet nodes are often maintained by droids and guarded by local security forces like the galactic military of the time, such as the Republic or the Empire. In the Clone Wars era, sabotage missions targeting HoloNet relays were a common strategy used to delay reinforcements or sever fleet command structures, and the same goes for the time of the Galactic Civil War, where the Rebellion would target these nodes to disable communication from within the Empire. This gives insight into just how vital the HoloNet is to galactic infrastructure. The HoloNet isn't just for military use, it powers everything from live news feeds to economic transactions, educational programs, and personal communications. Political campaigns, galactic announcements, and even TV shows all relied on the HoloNet. In this way, the HoloNet acts not only as a military tool, but as a cultural artery connecting the entire galaxy. However, it also presents an enormous security vulnerability. The entire separatist movement of the Clone Wars began when Count Dooku Sereno broadcast a galaxy-wide message denouncing the corrupt Republic in favor of a new governing body. Another security issue arose during the fall of the Galactic Republic and rise of the Empire. After his ascension to the throne of the Galactic Empire, Palpatine quickly centralized control of the HoloNet, blocking or filtering unauthorized transmissions. Rebellions and insurgent cells frequently had to bypass the HoloNet entirely, using secure point-to-point systems, encrypted transponders, or courier droids to relay their messages. In the modern era, access to the HoloNet determines a system's relevance. Worlds with no relay access fall off the galactic map, becoming isolated both technologically and socially. Jamming is the art and science of silencing communication. It's a tactic used by military forces, pirates, bounty hunters, and saboteurs to gain an edge by cutting off their enemies from reinforcements, command, or intelligence. In Star Wars, jamming works by overwhelming or interfering with the frequency bands used to transmit holographic or audio signals. Just like in real-world warfare, jamming can be broad, spectrum blocking all signals in a radius, or it can be targeted to specific wavelengths. Jammers emit high-energy pulses or interference fields that disrupt subspace frequencies. These pulses can scramble the data in transit, cause desynchronization between audio and visual channels, or overload local receivers. The result? Holograms flicker, warp, or fail to display altogether. Voices distort, connections drop. There are several different types of jamming devices. Personal or local jammers are small-scale units carried by operatives or embedded in gear, effective within a few meters to prevent droid-to-droid communication or disable small holo projectors. Vehicle-mounted jammers are used by dropships, speeders, or starfighters. These can block enemy comms in a tactical radius, useful for ambushes or stealth insertions. Planetary jammers are large installations, often disguised or fortified, used to cut off entire cities or fleets. We see this in major sieges during the Clone Wars, such as the Battle of Umbara. Orbital jammers are used in blockades or system-wide lockdowns, capable of intercepting hyperspace signals before they hit planetary relays, such as those used during the invasion of Naboo. Jamming is often accompanied by a visual or auditory feedback. Glitches, static, looping audio, or complete silence. In-universe, tech-savvy units can sometimes counteract jamming by using signal boosters, encryption keys, or manual overrides. But even then, the interference can cost precious time. Sith forces have been known to use jamming as a psychological weapon. By cutting off communication during an ambush or invasion, they create isolation and panic. The inability to call for help becomes a tool of fear. Meanwhile, bounty hunters or criminal syndicates often use jammers to escape surveillance or execute quiet kidnappings without triggering alarms. Modern starships, particularly capital ships, are often equipped with electronic warfare suites, capable of both jamming and counter-jamming. These suites can scan frequencies in real time, adapt jamming fields dynamically, and deploy signal tracer probes to find enemy transmitters. It becomes a digital chess game played in the background of major space battles. From the Senate Rotunda to the cockpit of a starfighter, holograms define the way the galaxy speaks. They are symbols of connection, control, and conflict, powered by ancient technology, but still vulnerable to interference. Understanding how they work and how they break down gives us a deeper look at the backbone of galactic civilization. Thanks for joining us at Star Wars Academy. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe, and let us know in the comments what Star Wars tech should we explore next. As always, may the Force be with you.